the city. I make a lot of noise, 'cause the girls, they are so pretty.
Good morning, it's 6:39. Welcome back to Breakfast Television. Thanks for starting your day with us. We want to take you live down to Assiniboia Downs, where Drew Kozub is giving you a sneak peek of the actual site as we gear up for Friday night date night.
Good morning, Courtney. I'm inside of the stables right now, and I figured that I'd check things out before we come down here on Friday night to see if I could maybe make some friends with the horses, and maybe they'd help me understand their racing strategy so that we can use that to become profitable. That's okay, right?
That's totally fine, because we're asking everyone to head to breakfasttelevision.ca, enter to win a night of fun with us. We're going to be doing dinner, drinks, learning how to bet, and hopefully winning big.
And the great thing is, whoever wins, they're taking a total of 4 people. So it's yourself and 3 very good friends for such a fun night at the Assiniboia Downs. We did it last year. Absolute blast. And feel free to dress up. Do you have a good racing hat, Courtney?
I do have a Kentucky Derby hat that I fully intend to wear. So anybody that does join us, do dress the part. It's fun.
Okay, well, I'm going to work on dressing the part, but until then, I want to introduce you to one of the trainers here. We have Chad Torvell. And Chad, you're responsible for how many different horses here at the Assiniboia Downs?
35 racehorses and 2 ponies right now.
35 and 2 ponies?
Yeah, 2 lead horses.
Okay, gotcha. So let's talk a little bit about what goes into these guys' routines, because if we think of them as athletes, and athletes have certain nutrition plans, they have certain workout routines, certain rest things, is it the same thing for a horse?
It's basically the same thing. We try to do the exact same thing every day. We feed them the same type of feed every day, so that way, there's no change in their diet and don't want to mix things up, because they notice things like that. So as consistently as you can keep it is the better.
Okay, so let's talk about this guy beside us. His name is Jets Again, is it?
Jet Again. He's a 2-year-old. Yeah.
Jet Again is a 2-year-old horse. So what would a typical morning routine be for this guy? What time is he waking up? What's he eating? What does he do once he leaves the stable?
The staff comes in about 4:30, 5 o'clock, and they feed, so they have breakfast then. Then they usually get a bit of a rest, and he usually goes out near 8:30 in the morning, and same thing, goes out for like maybe a mile and a half, mile and 5/8 gallop every day.
No kidding. So he's getting his exercise, his workout routine. A little earlier on, I saw a horse getting a bath. Is that typical? Is that part of the?
Definitely. Whether they train or not, we usually give them a bath. Just gets the dust and dirt off of them and makes them feel good, makes them feel fresh again, just like people.
Okay, now these are very big, independent, strong-minded animals, and your job is to train them, to turn them into great racehorses. Any special tricks or techniques to get these massive creatures to do things that maybe they don't want to do?
I just pretty much let them think it's their idea when they do it, so that way they're more willing.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, you try not to use force or aggression to get them to do it if you can. If it's their idea, they're pretty much willing to do anything.
Okay, now if they are doing a good job for you, you want to give them a little treat, what do these guys like as a reward?
Here at my stable, we give Scotch mints and carrots.
Scotch mints?
Yeah.
Like the things that Grandma would have in her purse, and she'd...
Oh yeah, pull it out of your sweater and hand it to them.
And then horses like that, hey?
Yeah, some of them really like it, and the other ones won't eat that, so they'll eat carrots.
Oh, that's pretty cool. There's a lot of different horses in this barn. Where do they all come from?
A lot of the horses that I train are born here in Manitoba. They're raised by my clients, and then some are purchased in the States at sales and different racetracks through claiming and things like that.
And what sorts of things go into making a racehorse sort of a champion, a winner? Is it something that you look for? Is it a certain type of horse? What is it that helps the people who own these horses identify, hey, this is the horse that I'm going to invest some serious cash into?
I think a lot of it has to do with pedigree and conformation, who their parents are, as how good of runners they were, and their conformation, like how correct their legs are, make sure all their bones are where they're supposed to be and there's nothing crooked. And,
oh wow, so they're not just looking at the horse and be like, that horse looks good. They're actually like figuring out the way that their bones are lined up and who this horse's parents were and how successful they were.
Yeah, that tends to help quite a bit.
Wow, fascinating world. Thank you so much for taking us on this tour of the stable, Chad. If you want more information about Assiniboia Downs or our date night, just go to the website breakfasttelevision.ca and enter for your chance to win a 4-pack of passes to check out the Downs this Friday with Courtney and I. We're taking a quick break on Breakfast Television, but more to come later this morning from Assiniboia Downs.
Everybody says, save a horse.